I was like, rims for your truck, D? He was like, yeah. Remember, I mentioned it earlier, and you said that we were just gonna table it and come back to it later, and we never came back to it. And I just feel like my truck would look a lot better with some rims on it. I was like, where you gonna get the rims from, D? He was like, well, there's like a rim shop right up the road. I'm gonna just go there. I'm just like, okay, D. I'm like, okay. I'm like, have you heard anything from King's mom? Has she tried to like contact you to talk to him or anything? He was like, no. I'm like, she ain't wanna talk to him at all? He was like, no, she ain't called me. And at this point, we done had King for about a month. No, well, no, about 3 weeks. No, it was about a month, because this is in June. It was about a month. And he was just like, no, I hadn't heard from him. I was like, oh, okay. All right. I was like, did she block you again? He's like, no, I don't think so. I can still see her profile. I don't think she blocked me again, because he did not have her phone number. They only communicated on Facebook. Listen, he only communicated with his baby mama on Facebook. He did not have her phone number. Okay? Did not have her phone number. Did not know her whereabouts. He just knew that she was in South Carolina. He didn't know where she lived. He picked King up from somebody else's house. So, yeah. So, I'm just like, well, we'll see. He's like, well, I'll pay for the rims. I once I go to the shop and I see if I like something, I'll just pay for the rims. And I'm just like, all right, D. Okay. He's like, so I can get the rims? Like, you can get the rims, D. You're going to pay for it. Get the rims, D. Okay. And I'm just like, I'm sitting up here asking you about King, and you talk about your fucking rims. Fucking rims for this damn truck. I'm just like, I ain't got no job. You don't found out about my damn 401k, and now you want rims? Yes, granted, you did say earlier that you, like, on the way to Maryland in November, you did say you wanted rims, and you have not brought up rims again. But just coincidentally, you seen that I had $11,000 check, and you just like, you want rims? Okay. So once I told him he can get the rims, he was like, and another thing I want to talk to you about. I was like, what, D? He was like, so I was thinking that you need some help around the house. I'm like, yes, I do need help. Oh, he noticed that I need help. I'm intrigued. Okay, you piqued my interest. Okay. I'm like, yeah. So what you mean by that? Yeah, I do. And he was just like, yeah, because you do all the cooking and the cleaning, and then like you be helping, Jax with his homework, because at the time, yes, COVID is there, but the kids are still in school. They're doing the online school. And in Maryland, school doesn't end until middle of June. So Jackson is still doing classes. And I'm still having to like walk him through it. He's in the 2nd grade. So I'm still like walking him through everything. So he was just like, I feel like in order to get you that help, we need to find somebody. I was like, what, you trying to have a nanny? He was like, no, not a nanny. I feel like we should do like find us like a girlfriend. And I was like, dear girlfriend. He was like, yeah, somebody that could like help you around the house, and then like she can help us both too, at night. And I'm like, D, I don't want to have no girlfriend. If I need help around the house, I just feel like, well, maybe you could like pick up something here and there. And he was just like, Slim, pay attention, follow me. And I'm just like, okay, I'm trying to follow you. He was like, we should do this thing. What they call it now? Poly. We should do a poly. I'm like, a poly. I'm like, but I don't know if I would feel comfortable with another woman coming in and like being in my kitchen and cooking for my kids and cleaning up my house. He was like, that's because you're thinking small. You got to think this woman's going to be helping you. Like, she's going to be helping you do all those things. I was like, I don't have an issue with doing all those things. I can do those things by myself. He was like, and then you could have a friend that you can go and get your nails done with. Y'all can go to Barnes and Noble, because he know I love my books. I love Barnes and Nobles. I live in Barnes and Nobles and the library. So it was like, y'all can go to Barnes and Nobles. Like, y'all can, like, you can have a friend to just like hang out with. And like, she can help you around the house, help you with the kids. And it's just like the sex is just there, but it's not like the main thing. I was like, well, I've never been with a female before. So I don't even know how that works. And I'm like, I don't even know if I'm comfortable with that. Like, you asking me to bring another female in my home and be okay with bringing another female in my home, in my space, around my kids, into my normal routine. He was just like, yeah, like that. And you ain't got to worry about me cheating, because I got the both of y'all. There's no need for me to cheat. And in my head, I'm just like, they got the cheating the last thing on my motherfucking mind. I don't give a fuck about you cheating. I'm trying to get the fuck up out of here. And you talking about a fucking poly relationship. You trying to bring somebody in. And he just kept talking, kept going on and on about it. And then he was just like, you will have a friend. You will have a friend. You don't know anybody here. Like, let's just give it a try. Like, let's just try it out. And if we don't like it, we don't have to do it. And I was like, okay, so how do we try it out? He was just like, okay, so I'm going to put us on Tinder, and we're going to pick together. So where we fell short the last time, and you did not miss anything in the story time. I did not mention this. This is the Georgia part that got taken out. Well, not taken out. I just didn't talk about it because I was trying to get through the Georgia parts. But briefly, in Georgia, he wanted to do a threesome, and he wanted to find the female to do the threesome with. And I'm just like, okay, I was just going along with it at the time. And he was trying to find the females, but he was finding his ex-girlfriends and females that he was already talking to, and just trying to convince them to have a threesome with us. It never happened. Never happened. So he was just like, this time around, we're going to do it together. We're just going to get on Tinder, put ourselves on Tinder, and say that we're looking for a unicorn. I was like, what the fuck is a unicorn? He was just like, it's a, like that's what they say for people in poly relationships. They call the third person the unicorn. And I'm just like, but I don't know. He was like, look, we just gonna give it a try. We just gonna give it a try, okay? And if you don't like it, we ain't gotta do it. But let's, like, what I'm gonna do, you gonna talk to the females first, and then I'm gonna talk to them. And we're gonna have these rules that they have to talk to us both. And we both have to like them before we move forward. I'm just like, okay. Because in my mind, I'm thinking, I'm not going to like no fucking female. Like, I'm not. I don't care. So I'm just like, okay, all right. And he was just like, all right, cool. Literally, within 5 seconds of me saying, all right, this nigga was on Tinder. On Tinder, setting up the profile, putting our pictures out there on fucking Tinder, saying we looking for a unicorn. So I'm just like, oh, all right. I guess we doing this poly thing.